Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Hello, everybody. Okay. This is Spirit, and this is my channel. I'm the creator of everything that's on here, along with my daughter. All right. So, right now, I decided instead of putting it on something more specific with the others, uh, I speak about a narcissistic people because they're in my family. Uh, but I did not want to put this one in there because it's more informational and not intimate and private. So that's where I decided to do this on this channel. And here we go. Hugs. Let me straighten this. Well, one of these days I'm going to have a studio specifically for this. Uh, I claim it, and God will manifest that. Okay, so this phrase, mid-course corrections. The prudent see danger and take refuge. Yes, they do. But the simple keep going and suffer for it. Proverbs chapter 27, verse 12. Okay? In our fast paced world, everyday life has become an exercise in managing change. Our circumstances change, our relationships change, our bodies change. We grow older every day, as does our world. So, what's a person to do? The answer, of course, is to strive as best we can to make mid course corrections when necessary. The shifting tides of life have a way of testing our faith. Yes, it does. Oh, Lord, yes, it does. Our common sense, but when we accept our changing, yes, circumstances, yes, accept it, and adapt to them, we gain maturity and insight. Well-known speaker and author Karen Kaiser Clark said, life is change, growth is optional. You have the power to change and to grow every day of your life. Claim that power today. Change is only evidence of life. That's right. And this was said by Evelyn Waugh. Now, so you might want to take notes on this so you can keep it. All right. Uh, I'll just mark it. I don't know, whatever the thing is. Girl, I don't know too much about computers, just enough to edit my stuff and to do my YouTube stuff, and that's it. As long as I can do that, because it's a destiny for me, and God wants me to do that. As long as He gives me the information, I do it. So uh, here we go. All right, this one is called dark empath, and the definition of that is a malignant narcissist who uses personal information about yourself to destroy, push your buttons, control, and to own you. All right. Shall I say that again? I will repeat it again. Okay, for those who haven't heard. Oh, and I wanted to show you there's a new cut. This one time. See what it says? I like that. Sip back and relax. Sip back and relax. I'll show it to you again. It's like three of these. Uh, I want to say from the dollar store, but there's not no dollar store no more. Went from the dollar store to the $1.25 store, then now it's the $7 store. So it may not be in there. Okay. Now, uh, dark empath is a malignant narcissist who uses personal information about yourself to destroy, push your buttons, control, and to own you. They have a need to own you, and they have different types of little things that they use to control you. And if you did not know this, I'm going to give you all the information. Uh, because narcissists is dependent on you not knowing or you not reading the red flags. So it is 20 features of a narcissist. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Uh, and we'll go through those. One, lack of empathy. They can't empathize with anybody because they don't have the ability to do that. And remember, I told you that narcissism is genetic. They don't have a part of the gray matter in their brain that other people do. So it's not their fault. And then when they are grown, uh, when they are born this way, then there are other things that come in play, like how they're raised, the way their parents are, the environment, yada, 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 yada. You name it. And you may see the red flag, but say, little Susie couldn't do that. No, 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 no. Okay. And then you don't see it no more until boom, the teens, oh, it explodes. They kill the neighbor's cat. Uh, they so-called their best friend accidentally burn her hair. Things like this start happening. The red flags, the red flags, the red flags. Okay. The second one is aggression. The third one is lack of remorse for action. No remorse at all. None. None. Four. They exploit others. Number five, antisocial traits. They can't get along with nobody. They might say it's the other person. Don't believe it because, like I said before, if a narcissist's mouth is moving, they're lying. That's the truth. Okay, six, paranoia. All right. Seven, constant need for admiration. Oh, wow. They are drama people. Uh-huh. Yeah, they need admiration from everybody. Hmm. They break the law. 9. They cause harm to others. Yes, they do. 10. Grandiosity. Yes. For example, they do it dinner for this maybe your office or something like that. Uh, some special thing. You, the president of the volunteer PCA or whatever, something like that, and uh, you meet this person. They introduce themselves. You put your hand out to introduce yourself, but they start talking. They don't want to know who you are. They don't care. And then they start talking. Oh yeah, I had a puppy when I was little, but it died. You killed it. Okay. And then they start talking about themselves. I work in blah blah blah. And this okay. This is an extension of the PCA and all this. I eat and help with New Dog now, and I take them when I visit my chalet in Paris. The grandiosity, they love it in the way people look at them. You have a chalet? Okay. Number 11, inherited entitlement. They feel like, okay, they who they are, are just because who they are entitled to what they want from you. Yeah, this is how their brain work. Paranoia, okay? Uh, then next, number 12. Oh, God, yes. They're responsible. I've seen this. And within my own family. So that's another one. Responsibility. Sadism. Okay? This is where you are a narcissist. Uh, gives pain and hurt to someone else, maybe someone in their family, without remorse. They love sadism and they love giving pain. Unable to handle criticism. Oh God, yeah. Oh my gracious, my gracious. Well, one of my siblings, wow, she could not and does not, oh, handle criticism. Okay? Now, I'm remembering back when my father was still alive. And maybe before I went to college, yeah, before I went to college, uh, my dad was in the living room, I think, probably watching baseball. He loved baseball. I used to like watching it with him. I didn't like the baseball, but I liked being near him. Okay, and him talking about the baseball and the pictures and all this. I knew in time. I knew the names of the teams, some of the people that were on the teams because my dad was very good with giving out information and historical information. And I would sit and listen to him, and he would watch it. And because he had so many jobs, along with the farm, planting, the animals, along with his janitorial service. Uh, and then he added another one to the service. So during the week, he had to go to this building and this uh, other place because he took on another client. So he was very busy, and he enlisted a sister of mine and my mom, but that didn't work out. He had to go by himself, and my brother, young, older brother, right over me, but he didn't want to do it, so he did it by himself for a length of time until I guess the contract ran out, and he went. Well, he was still doing the other place too, and oh yeah, the church. He was working at the church too, so with three places. So at this time now, it's just two places: the church and the other company. Okay, let's see here now. Uh, yeah, and so at this time, like I said, I was at home. My dad was at home. I think my mom was at home, but I was in the living room with daddy. So my sister came to visit, and my daddy is was a very honest person, and he spoke out, but he was an introvert like me. You watch and observe things, you learn a whole lot, and he did. So my sister came down. Uh, there was a little hill, and you could park up there across the street. I'll come down, you know, the driveway. So this day she decided uh, to come down, and her car was up the thing across the street. I don't remember why she came because she wasn't staying, a long time. I don't know. I can't remember. But then she was in the living room, and I think she wanted something too. And I think she was talking to someone, I think Mama. And then my daddy said, uh, "You haven't paid me back." And he just looked at her, and you could have seen her facial expression. She could have shot dots out of her eyes, and her face was all, I can't get that face that they get when it's harder. The face turned like, I don't know, putty or something like that. And she shot that face to daddy. And this is how they disrespect their own father. They have a lot to answer to, maybe not down here, but to him. Okay, you don't cuss out your father no matter what he says or does. Okay, uh, stay away from if it's some type of abuse or something like that. But it wasn't with daddy. Uh, but it was with my siblings. Oh my God. I think I stood up out of the chair daddy was sitting, And I was so shocked at what she said to him. And I think I backed up. And then this sister, on her way out to the door, she was cussing and fussing. I don't know, just cussing him out and saying stuff. And my dad was calm, very calm. He said, "Yes, you do. You do owe me." She still does. She never paid him back. She owes him, if I remember, $500. And that's what my daddy said. Uh, and then because she was cussing, it hit him. He was a little bit upset. And he shook his head, and the whole way, it was sort of funny and not yet funny. Why she was out the door, uh, going out the door, up to all the way up to her car. I remember it so clear. This is how narcissists, malignant narcissists, dark empath narcissists. It's the extreme with the very extreme. If you trigger something in them, they gonna be loud and cussing you out, you know. So daddy just sit there and he just shook his head and softly, you owe me. And I just looked at daddy and I sat back down. And I was looking at her because we can see up the hill and our driveway. Oh God, she was so loud until she got in her car and she sped off. I remember that clearly, 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 to this very day. And I was so hurt by what she said to him. I trust Daddy, and I think I was probably there when he gave her the money. Okay, because I was living at home then, and it's not as visual as what she said to him, but uh, it's there, and she knew she owed him. That's why she was screaming and cussing him out. See, this is the entitlement thing for uh, narcissist. Okay, uh, once you give them the money is theirs because I who I am, and they don't owe you back. Now, this person that I'm talking about, she owes me back, uh, and she have told all my siblings she doesn't. Uh, just like my older brother over me owes me money, but the last time I spoke to him, he said, "This is how they are." I'm not gonna pay you back that money. I said, "I don't expect it. These many years, I knew you wasn't." "Well, I ain't gonna pay back the money." I knew he wasn't. Let him do. If he wasn't, he think I'm stupid. He said, and they do this. I promise I'll pay you back. I promise, I promise. And if you are a person that have a wee bit of intelligence, You just look at them and you know they're lying. They're lying. And I'm sure my dad knew she wasn't going to pay him back, but he was trying to help her out. She said that she was going to go to school for something. I think hair. I'm not sure, but the money was a down payment for a school or something like that. I'm sure she probably was lying. Okay, anyway, expectation of being treated as superior. Yeah, yeah. Overly, overly concerned about their appearance. Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, they are. Gaslighting. Okay. A, my throat is dry. A form of psychological manipulation in which the abuser attempts to sow self doubt and confusion in their victim's mind. This is done for control, lying, and controlling uh, what the victim knows. They did a lot in time on me. They tried to, but I never forgot. Controlling, let's see, wait a minute. This is, okay, to be true. Okay, okay. Over the years, my siblings, and you know who you are, gaslighted me or embarrassed me to the point where as I stopped speaking my truth. Because if I did, they stopped uh, coming to see me or letting me spend the night with them or not talking to me at all. Yeah, this is how they manipulate you. Okay? This is a true thing. And they did that over and over to the point that if I wanted to be in their life, I knew not to say anything. So again, I stopped talking. I stopped talking because I wanted to be in their life. And I wanted them to love me. But God revealed and time revealed, and all of this information came out. And I knew, no, they're not going to love me no matter what. They're not going to allow me in their life because they are so mistrustful and, oh God, they hide things about themselves. They don't let, they don't reveal anything about themselves. They hide it away in the closet. Uh, and they are things about my mom that I remember that's a red flag, and they are not very nice. And I remember things about other people in my life. They hide. They hide. They're very sneaky and secretive. Okay, now, not, yeah, they tried to gaslight me, but I knew it was my truth and everything was true. Okay, misogynistic attitudes, feeling, showing are characterized by hatred of or prejudice against women. Yeah, I've seen this. Yes, 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 I've seen this in my brother, one of my brothers, uh, chapter. Yeah, he never respected me at all. Hated me. Everything that narcissist does. All of them. Okay? Physical abuse, tendency to lie. Oh God, like I said, if their mouth is moving, the narcissist is lying. And they lied all the time. All the time. And the thing of it is, I would look at them, some of them, and say to myself, sort of laughing inside, girl, oh boy, you know you're lying. You're not going to do that. Blah, 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 this and that. That's not the truth. Why my niece lied to me so many times. And she don't realize that I saw her coming. I saw her coming. There was too many red flags, but God did not want me to confront her. That the way He wanted me to get rid of her was the best thing for both of us. So He kept me quiet. But to be honest, I saw all the lies that she was lying about every single thing. Everything, everything, everything. And it would get so stressful on me that sometimes I would have to talk with my daughter. She was like my counselor. And I wouldn't say anything that she said. I would just have to get that, oh, ooh, that grip off of me and reboot. Okay? But my niece, I saw you coming. And because of what you did, you don't have me in your life anymore. No. Okay, now the next thing is, and I'm almost finished. Uh, 20 narcissistic features. Uh, that's the traits that I'm going through now. Physical abuse, tendency to lie, absence of conscience. They have no conscience. And attention seeking. Oh, yes, 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 yes. I told you about, especially this one. Uh, when men come around, this sister would get hog wild. It was obvious that she wanted sex, and she would do anything, even if me and maybe my other sisters would be there. Oh, laughing, smiling, touching, rubbing, even under the table. And it was obvious, even if it was not obvious to the guy, it was obvious to us. And we would look at each other and look back at her and wouldn't say nothing because we knew what she was up to. And the next thing we know, when the we, we would go to a club some together, and we knew within the next few moments before the club closed, your sister would be gone, would disappear, and we wouldn't see them for days. And she'd be smiling like a Cheshire cat that had ate Tweety Bird. Okay? In other words, narcissist has addictions. And sexual addiction is an addiction. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. All right, now, malignant narcissism has only have five, even though it's like 24 of these features to be diagnosed from the DSM-V manual as an a malignant narcissist. Whoa! So these truths that I was talking about, especially three of them, is a narcissist. As per the DSM-V manual, all right. So I could pick out any of them. It would almost be all alone for these three people. Almost. I'm going to go over them in my mind later and say if I observe all of these within these three siblings. Okay. In conclusion, these are the features of a malignant, narcissistic, dark empath. All right. If you have experienced any of these, it is time to get help from someone you can trust, then leave. And never, never revisit, revisit this person. You have to keep them out of your life. All right? Else you're going to get sick and die. As with what I know now happened to Papa. It was this narcissistic abuse from those children and his wife. That's what killed him. And I remember him always having an ulcer, and it started way, 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 way back when. And the ulcer wasn't healed, and ulcers go into cancer. And that's exactly what happened. And uh, I have those genetics. I've had ulcer. They had to do surgery on it when I got sepsis and was in the ICU. So my stomach has been hurting, and the doctor has to check it, uh, do EGD. But well, I'm at this point. I might as well tell you all. Uh, I had the EGD when I was, wait a minute, about yeah, about a week ago, and because there was one doctor that did the exam, and then my GI doctor, and what the other doctor that did the exam said is because I have asthma and because I was suffering from a flare up of the methotrexate or the plaque psoriasis because of the methotrexate. One of them flat up the other one. Anyway, uh, I was having trouble breathing. And when she checked my lungs, she said, this one over here, I think she heard crackles or wheezing or something. And so they said they could not do the EGD because I probably would have stopped breathing. That once I was treated by my specialist, in about a month or two. Uh, Even then, they're not going to do it in the place, whatever you call it, EGD place. They were going to do it at in the hospital where they have everybody on hand in case I stop breathing. Okay, so my tribe, you know that, and you know what's going on, and my EGD off a couple of days, and I'm on the waiting list, and it could be as late as June, but I'm getting a little anxious because my stomach hurt, and I hope it's not. And also, because I know that it can lead to cancer, just like my papa, and I'm pretty sure I have his genetics, and that's all right, Papa. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you, and I miss you. So now, uh, okay, now my triad. I hope that I was able to help you, and I hope this information helped you if you are in a narcissistic relationship such as this. Get help from someone that you know you can trust. No, 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 definitely. Like a PCP or something, or other doctor. Okay, today's prayer is I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Amen. I can. Oh, wow. Today, I feel so great. I have so much energy. I've been waiting on that because I've been so sick for so many months with something, but I had to go through that. And the last thing was this methotrexate. Oh, it just killed my spirit. I was so sick from the first time I started taking it. Just, oh God, I was miserable. I couldn't eat. I was nauseous and scratching. All right. And that's been going on still. Okay. So right now, from like the last few days or so, I felt God healing me and giving me energy because I've prayed for so long and He's answered. He's answered me for many things. All right. The manifestation of a blessing that is now slowly coming to fruition. God, I didn't move this person out of the way, that person out of the way, and this person out of the way, and this circumstance out of the way, so He can bless my daughter and I. And I thank you, God, for that. I thank you. I thank you. Now, I will say good night. Thank you for support. And please watch this. For the end, to the end, there's so much information you need. So please watch it from the end. And thank you for your support. The newbies, welcome, welcome, welcome in, welcome. Okay, so I will say good night. All right, take care of yourself and each other. And please, let us say, that's all. Good night. Oh God, I still have some more work to do, like two or more creations, stories that I created. So it's not really stories. If it's the truth, Okay, anyway, I have to finish